have to walk away. And then I'm like grabbing her and she's turning around to look at them and she's still talking smack. I'm like, go.
When you put a generational phenomenon and a dominant championship-winning forward in the exact same locker room, you are not just building a basketball team. You are lighting a fuse. 4 months, the entire sports world has been obsessively watching the Indiana Fever, trying to decode the body language, the intense sideline interactions, and the raw chemistry between Caitlin Clark and Aliyah Boston. The media has spun countless narratives, but what happens when the public relations filters are completely stripped away, the cameras are supposedly off, and the ultimate competitive fire truly takes over? Welcome back to WNBA Pro. Today we are breaking down a jaw-dropping, unfiltered interview that just completely exposed the true behind-the-scenes dynamic of the Indiana Fever franchise. They roasted each other without a single ounce of mercy, revealed exactly what happens during their most chaotic sideline meltdowns, and confessed to a superstitious pregame ritual that dictates the very fate of their season. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do not click away because you have never seen Caitlin and Aliyah like this before. In the highly physical, relentlessly competitive world of professional basketball, a crash out is when a player completely loses their cool over a blown call. The frustration boils over, the whistle blows, and a player simply snaps under the pressure. During this rare interview, the host asked Caitlin Clark to demonstrate exactly what happens when Aliyah Boston experiences a crash out on the hardwood, and Caitlin did not hold back for a second. She revealed that Aliyah has a very specific, undeniable visual tell when she is about to lose her temper. When a questionable offensive foul is called, Aliyah's mouthpiece comes out immediately. Offensive foul. Kidding me? And she doesn't believe it's a foul. Mouthpiece. Immediate mouthpiece is coming out. Because first of all, do not get that spit on me. Laughter. The poor refs is just getting because it's a bad call. I do take it out immediately. That's why I don't play with a mouthpiece, and cause it's hard to breathe and it's hard to talk. And I have to talk a lot. And then it's like you're putting your hand in your mouth. Yeah. And it's kind of like, she keeps it. Caitlin went on to absolutely roast her teammate, joking that she refuses to wear a mouthpiece herself because she does not want spit anywhere near her, and more importantly, it makes it entirely too hard to breathe and yell at the referees quickly enough. But the absolute funniest and most intense part of an Aliyah Boston crash out is how incredibly personal she gets with the officials. While most players will just scream at the sky or wave their arms complaining about a terrible call, Caitlin revealed that Aliyah actually takes the time to use the referee's first name. Instead of generic complaining, Aliyah will look right at the official and say, "Joe, horrible call," keeping their first name on repeat so there is absolutely no confusion about exactly who she is insulting. It is a calculated, hilarious level of trash talk. But do not let Caitlin Clark fool you into thinking she is the calm one. She is just as guilty, if not significantly more guilty, of completely losing her mind on the court. In fact, Caitlin recently joked with her teammate Lexi Hull, pointing out that Lexi had received a technical foul while Caitlin had barely even talked to the referees in the first game. Caitlin relentlessly teased her, asking if getting a technical foul was rock bottom in her life. But when the conversation shifted to Caitlin's own meltdowns, Aliyah painted a vivid, chaotic picture of what really happens when the rookie reaches her boiling point. Sure, can you demonstrate going? Can you demonstrate, Caitlin? Yeah, she'll walk up to them and she'll be, "Are you kidding me?" And I'll be and I have to grab her and we have to walk away, and then I'm grabbing her and she's turning around to look at them and she's still talking smack. I'm go to walk away. Walk away, and she keeps going. Down, please. Laughter. Just go sit down. So, can you do one of her? Oh, this is, laughter, Aliyah right here. She pushed me. That was crazy. Oh, not the little did you guys know I did that to Aliyah for pushing me? I said, Aliyah, never again. Laughter, never push me again. And then after that, according to Aliyah, when Caitlin loses it, all diplomacy is gone. She will march right up to the referees, throw her hands in the air and scream, "Are you kidding me?" The situation gets so incredibly heated that Aliyah literally has to step in as the enforcer. She has to grab Caitlin and physically drag her away from the officials to prevent a catastrophic technical foul. But even as Aliyah is pulling her franchise point guard away, forcing her to go sit down on the bench, Caitlin refuses to back down. She is still turning her head around, glaring back at the referees, and talking massive amounts of smack as she is being dragged away. It has become such a regular, chaotic occurrence that even head coach Stephanie White has been forced to intervene. The players openly admitted that Coach White has literally pushed them away from the referees during games, telling them to let it go, and demanding that she be the one to do the complaining. When you are sitting comfortably on the bench in street clothes, it is easy to laugh about these moments. But when you are in the game, wearing the uniform with thousands of screaming fans in the arena, the players admit that the competitive fire just completely takes over your brain, and all rational logic goes straight out the window. Beyond the intense arguments with referees and the sideline chaos, Caitlyn and Aliyah also shed light on a deeply personal, secret pre-game ritual that has taken on a life of its own. In professional sports, psychology is just as important as physical skill, and this ritual has become so deeply ingrained in their routine that they feel their performance is doomed if they do not complete it. Interestingly enough, neither of them can actually remember how or exactly when this tradition started. Oh how yeah. Do we do this from game one? I don't remember. I feel it just happened. I swear it just was like, I think we started by always like hugging each other on the bench, and then I started talking, and then I just kept saying the same thing over, and yeah, and now it's just like I need it before every game, I have to have it, please. Yeah. Or else the game's not going to go well. No, we have to. It just has to happen. Not that every game goes well, but if we don't do that it's already starting bad. Yeah, it's the ritual. I love it. I love it. What originally started as a simple supportive hug on the bench before tip-off has organically evolved into a mandatory ironclad superstition. Caitlyn started repeating the exact same phrase to Aliyah over and over during their embrace. Now, it is an absolute necessity. Aliyah confessed that she desperately needs this exact ritual before every single game. Caitlyn fully agreed, stating that if they do not perform the ritual, they feel like the energy is entirely off, they are starting on the wrong foot, and the game is simply not going to go their way. It shows a level of mental synchronicity that you simply cannot force. The chemistry between these two superstars is absolutely undeniable. It is a sisterhood that extends far beyond the basketball court, even when they are jokingly arguing about their bank accounts and who is going to pay the dinner bill. The interview brought up a hilarious April Fool's prank, where the host brilliantly tricked Aliyah into thinking she was receiving $1.7 million in retroactive payment from her legendary college days at South Carolina. During the prank, a wealthy-feeling Aliyah confidently agreed to pay for everyone's dinner. But the second she realized it was a joke, she immediately revoked the offer. Fortunately, Caitlyn proved exactly why she is the ultimate teammate and franchise leader, stating that if the check ever hits the middle of the table, she will gladly just throw her card down to cover it without a second thought. To wrap up the incredible banter, the group debated a highly important, utterly ridiculous question. Who would win in a physical fight? An Iowa Hawkeye or a South Carolina Gamecock? After taking a moment to question what exactly a Gamecock is, and whether or not the bird can even fly, Caitlyn confidently and hilariously declared that her Hawkeye would easily take the ultimate victory. This raw, unfiltered interview perfectly captures exactly why the entire basketball world is falling head over heels in love with this Indiana Fever squad. The unique mix of intense, fiery competitiveness and hilarious, authentic locker room banter is completely unmatched in the WNBA today. They go to war together, they scream at the referees together, and they laugh together. What is your absolute favorite moment from Caitlyn Clark and Aliyah Boston this season? Do you think this undeniable chemistry and intense competitive fire is exactly what the Indiana Fever needs to build a championship dynasty? Let us know your honest thoughts down in the comments section below. Do not forget to smash that like button and subscribe to WNBA Pro for more exclusive, behind-the-scenes WNBA content. Keep watching the game and we will see you in the next video.